Alright, ladies and gentlemen, last week it would be this man, Luke Harper, coming to the aid of Jeff Hardy after his match. The Real Americans trying to give him a chair beat down. Luke Harper would come out and make the save, and now this week he's got Antonio Cesaro one-on-one in the middle of the ring to start off this week's edition of Monday Night Raw. Now, this is the first highlight match of three. There will be three highlight matches tonight. One full match and one featured match with Wade Barrett. Just wanted to run that down and keep it the same. I liked the way my episode turned out last week. I think it did look way more professional than anything I've ever done ever. So I've also decided to do that with my NBA series, and it's really cutting down on the workload. If you're a fan of my general manager mode, don't worry, that will be back. Minor postponement of that because I can't plug my PS3 in at the moment. We're trying to remodel our house, and I need to keep things in an arrangement where the PS3, it'd be a bitch and a half to set up. So don't worry, that will be coming back as soon as I get the time to record more of those. Now that that's done, let's continue on with the calling of this match. Antonio Cesaro really dominated this match. Poor Luke Harper couldn't really do a whole lot. He would try to get an offense going. He would try to get his finisher going, and then he would just get stopped immediately. Antonio Cesaro with the craziest moveset. I love that when the torque on the submission move forces the other body way up into the air. I love it. I wish they'd do more of those types of submission moves. Luke Harper would escape, and he would go for a pin off of an elbow to the back of the head to Cesaro. Kind of strange. Antonio Cesaro hitting a super uppercut, which is what I'm going to call it. One. No, not going to happen. Antonio Cesaro now going for the neutralizer, and it does connect, but this is where the managers would pay off. Both Jack Swagger and Erik Rowan would get involved multiple times during this match. One Erik Rowan, one Jack Swagger, and it'd kind of go back and forth, and then Erik Rowan just kind of gave up, and he just didn't go up, and, I don't know, we need to fix the manager slot in this game. It's got to be different, because that is kind of boring. It gets really repetitive really, really quickly. So there we go, Antonio Cesaro again with the neutralizer, putting down Luke Harper. I almost said Parker for some reason. Luke Harper, 1, 2, 3, neutralizer. Does the job for the Real Americans, and look at them. They're cheering up the Wyatt family, and this is good for the Wyatt family. They're getting cheered up, but it's good. They might get a title match after they beat the Real Americans. And here comes your number one contender for the United States Championship, Mr. One-Man Band, who used to have a three-man band, and now I guess it's a two-man band, but I don't know which band he's in. Is he in the two-man band or the one-man band? Is it just him, or is he with Drew, or is Drew with Jinder? Are they all still together and they're just squabbling? What's going on here? I don't know. It's all very interesting, but Jinder Mahal getting attacked right at the beginning of this match here. Christian getting some retribution from last week, and Heath Slater picking up the spoils. The match would start on the outside, however. It was very interesting. Like, they went to the outside. It didn't start right out on the outside. It actually, they walked out and they started on the outside. It was very weird. But, and then they battled up the ramp. This is very, very odd for two AIs, two computers, to be doing this. It was very weird. But Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal, a brawl ensuing on the ramp. And then the 5 count, initiating their response to get the hell back into the ring, and they couldn't even get that done right. Then they kept running into each other. This was, like, so ridiculous. It's typical three-man band fashion, right? Jinder Mahal now getting caught in his own camel clutch from Heath Slater. I thought that was pretty good, so I put that in there. Heath Slater getting hit on the back of the head with that reversal, and now he reverses it into a single leg Boston Crab. Very good. I love this move. This is one of my favorite submissions. It's really loose, you'd rather go for the Walls of Jericho or the Boston Crab, but the single one I think looks better. It looks like it hurts more. Jinder Mahal hits his finisher, the not-so-John Cena driver. But would that get him the win? Going for the pin here on Heath Slater. 1. No, not going to do it. Heath Slater, too strong. Jinder Mahal wondering what he has to do to take Heath Slater down. A big backdrop off of the top rope. Doesn't get the job done. Heath Slater, pay dirt out of nowhere. Is that called pay dirt? What is that called? I know he's got a face one, and he's got a behind the back one. I don't know what it's called, though. 1, 2, 3. Heath Slater, even though he's bleeding, wins this match. Mr. Number 1 contender, still looking strong. Now we have Christian in the mix. What's going to happen with the U.S. title? I'm the Joker. Live from Arkham Asylum, still in my padded cell. And yet here I am, doing an advertisement. Well, have you been liking these videos lately? I hope you have, because when I get out, and I find that you didn't like RKO Servant 001's video, I'm gonna be very, very angry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Universe Mode. Here we go with the featured segment of the evening. Wade Barrett looking to get some revenge on Damien Sandow last week after Wade Barrett's pretty damn good promo, if I may say so myself. I don't know how it's received because I haven't even released the other video yet. I'm backlogging on videos here. But Wade Barrett was interrupted by Damien Sandow, and this week it looks like Damien Sandow is going to get some one-on-one time with the Barrett Barrage. Not a very wise move to accept this match by Damien Sandow. But Damien Sandow, I mean, look at that. Education, sophistication, enlightenment. Maybe hoping to instill some knowledge upon Wade Barrett this evening. Obviously, this rivalry came about at the finish of the Extreme Rules Tag Team match, where Randy Orton, it looks like Damien Sandow here, is running away from Wade Barrett. He does not want any of Wade Barrett. He's trying to argue with the ref. Damien Sandow last week just said that he became Wade Barrett's problem. Looks like they're going to tie up here. Big back body drop, and again Damien Sandow running away. Doesn't want any piece of the Barrett Barrage, and he's running. And is Wade Barrett going to come into full pursuit? Wade Barrett is coming into full pursuit here. Damien Sandow doesn't even notice. Damien Sandow is leaving. Damien Sandow's turning around here. Wade Barrett catches up to him. Damien Sandow trying to run away. Trying to get away from Wade Barrett. And Wade Barrett knocks Damien Sandow down. Damien Sandow not looking to win the match. Damien Sandow looking to send a message that he does not want any piece of Wade Barrett, at least not tonight, on Wade Barrett's terms. Damien Sandow looking to go for a count out here. It's going to be a victory for Wade Barrett. Oh, and look at that. Look at Damien Sandow just doing cartwheels on the ramp. Doing cartwheels on the ramp. What a pugnacious win that was. I mean, look at some of these highlights. I mean, Damien Sandow had a pretty good start to the match, and then Wade, he just tried to run away. Wade Barrett didn't want to have anything of it. Damien Sandow doing a cartwheel, I guess sending a message that he doesn't have to get into the ring with Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett, pretty confident, really angry, but really confident. Wade Barrett is going to be looking for some revenge next week. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Wade Barrett obviously going to be upset next week because of Damien Sandow's shenanigans. But here we go, moving right along. Alberto Del Rio, former World Heavyweight Champion, looking to once again prove that he deserves a rematch at the Over the Limit pay-per-view by going it once again against Edge. But I find that tonight shouldn't have been called Raw Week 2 leading into Over the Limit. It should be called Vengeance, because let's look at what's happened. Now, Antonio Cesaro got vengeance on Luke Harper, okay, because he interrupted the cheering that he was going to give to Jeff Hardy last week. Then we had Heath Slater, and Heath Slater would get, well, really Christian would get revenge as well, but Heath Slater would get revenge on Jinder for betraying him last week, so there's revenge there. And now we get this match, which, it's insane, like this whole night, and I'll explain a little more into the segment 5, but this match also a revenge match. Alberto Del Rio couldn't get shit going. This match was probably only about 5 minutes long total, and I've edited it down to 2:28. So you didn't miss much. You got the execution DDT there from Edge, only garnering a 1 count. Del Rio would try to get in some good German suplexes. I believe he got an enziguri, and I don't remember though. I don't think he did actually, to be honest. But he does go for a sneaky pin here. I was hoping that Edge wouldn't get that rope break, because that would have been really, really cool. Very quick match here. Edge going for the top rope spear to Del Rio, and Chris Jericho sitting on the sidelines, your World Heavyweight Champion. Couldn't be happier. Looking at Edge, 1, 2, 3, Edge wins this match, and Chris Jericho, a smile on his face. Edge getting vengeance from last week. It's been ridiculous tonight, but you gotta wonder if Edge might win a #1 contendership spot out of this win here tonight, or is he just gonna fade into obscurity like so many before him? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening, CM Punk taking on Sheamus. This is the full match segment. It is also the main event. My Universe Mode rules dictate that whoever wins this match, if it's CM Punk, he will take Sheamus' spot, because I think Sheamus is above him in the rankings. But if Punk were to lose, because Punk is below Sheamus, he'll go down 1, and Sheamus will go up 1. That's just kind of how that works. It's easier to explain if I'm showing it rather than explaining it, but you've probably seen it before. So Mr. CM Punk, coming to the ring last week, losing a steel cage match against Daniel Bryan, looking to come back up the rankings for a shot at his World Championship. Hopefully one day soon, if he can win one of these main events. But Sheamus is a Celtic warrior, a former World and WWE champion in his own right, who would win in this feat of wrestling abilities. Alright, so here we go. We got CM Punk taking on the Celtic warrior Sheamus. This was also a quick match. This is a full match, and it's only 4 minutes 30 seconds, including the entrances. So quite a short match, and if you got my reference in segment 4, which was the highlight match number 3, a lot of vengeance here tonight. A lot of vengeance here. And Sheamus, not being on the card, was pissed off, and he wanted some vengeance against the guy who always loses on the card, CM Punk. Poor CM Punk can't catch a break, getting destroyed here by the Celtic Warrior. I don't remember a whole lot of offense from CM Punk in this match. This was like the squash match night of all squash matches, because this main event was maybe 3 times less, or shorter, 3 times as short as last week's main event. So, I mean, these guys really getting a break. This episode's going to be super short. And it's not even really because I chose this to be the full match. I chose this to be the full match because I found it surprising, that's all. It was just, where did Sheamus come with this crazy ability to just whoop ass? And that's what he did in this match. He just destroyed CM Punk. CM Punk couldn't get anything going. I also found it very interesting that the longest match of the night probably was the... Oh, it's close. It's between Heath, Slater, and Jinder Mahal, and the Wyatt thing. So I think the Wyatt thing was like 9 minutes. Heath Slater was 10 minutes. So I'm going with the Heath Slater match was the longest match of the night. Unbelievable. But look at this. The Celtic Cross, right? Is that what he used to call that, Celtic Cross? I think so. CM Punk would get back up, try to do his comeback. Sheamus, big back body drop, stopping the momentum. Sheamus tried to go for a submission, but the rope break. Sheamus now. Fall away slam to CM Punk. Setting it up once again. Is he just going to go for the pin off this? I don't remember him winning with a fall away slam. One. No, okay, good. I was going to say, I was like, no way. Yeah, Irish curse backbreaker. Will that be enough to put down Mr. Pipe Bomb himself, CM Punk? 1, 2, 3, it is over. CM Punk loses to Sheamus in a brutal fashion. That was a full match. That happened. The elbow drop through the table. Like, that really happened. Unbelievable. Sheamus will be either moving up one spot in the rankings or taking CM Punk's spot. Either way. Oh, and look at this. Here comes Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan attacking both Sheamus and CM Punk. Daniel Bryan wants the World Heavyweight Championship.